Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yeah, the old clock says it's 5 o'clock. Beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is a brand new offering from Starr Brewery. These guys are out of Crozet, I think Crozet, Virginia. Guys, when I first started doing beer reviews, I tried to hit all the local breweries within several hours away from my house here. And Starr was one of them that I had visited and checked them out and met the head brewer and actually did poured for them for several of their beer events after that. So, and now I think they got a new brewer now. I don't think the same guy's the head brewer there anymore. But I haven't bought a lot of their stuff here recently. To me, they did an excellent beer back then, but I found them tasty but transitional. They do make some bigger beers, but a lot of their beers are aimed toward getting the macro drinkers into something with a little more taste. They produce a lot of lower ABV beers, 5, 6, 7%ers. They don't produce a lot of big imperial stuff. They didn't then, and now they're starting to get into some of those. But I had one of the guys that worked there. I don't know what he's in charge of there. His name's Jack. He contacted me and wanted to know if I was interested in them sending me a couple of things, and I said, well, absolutely, sure. So he sent me a couple of their offerings. The first one, this is the first one here we're going to do. This is Starr Warm Up Winter Ale. And it's in a nice little card here with all the information on it. And what this is, and I'm going to read the commercial description off of this, a smooth, dark ale spiced with cinnamon, cocoa, nutmeg, and vanilla. A fine pairing for a fireside sipping. It says here the malt is two-row, crystal, Munich, golden oats. The hop profile is Willamette, and I have used that in brewing. And it says it's 6.1% alcohol. They don't give me the IBUs on this particular version here. And when I went to look up the beers, it is evidently a brand new offering from these guys. Because Rate Beer has one guy that's commented on it, and Beer Advocate has zero. None. Nobody. So it's something probably brand new out of the brewery that they've done here. I don't have the IBUs anywhere on either Rate Beer, Beer Advocate, or Untapped, guys. It's pretty damn new. And looking at Untapped, there is a lot more people there. It looks like there's more than 10 people have had this beer. Or close. One, no. It says show more here. So quite a few people on Untapped has had it, as opposed to Beer Advocate or Rate Beer. I don't know how far out the Starr distributor stuff. They're not a huge brewery, but I haven't been there in a long time. I don't know if they've expanded or if they're still doing the same thing in the same building or whatever. It was a long time ago when I was there. It was probably 5 or 6 years ago when I was there. So I did find their beers very tasty, and there for a while I was drinking some of their beers regularly, the Northern Lights and some of the other stuff I found rather tasty. But my palate was just getting into craft beers then, so after about 2 or 3 years of reviewing beers and drinking some of the heavier, bigger stuff, I found those beers to be a little light for my palate. I was looking for something with a little more hop profile, like a West Coast style, and now the New England style is really blowing my palate away, and I'm really enjoying those. So we'll see what he has sent me, but like I said, I'm not expecting it to really blow my hair back or anything, but I do appreciate Jack contacting me and sending these two down here to me. And a very nice card here. It's laminated and everything. It's like a nice placemat. This may end up keeping this and using it out on the deck in the summertime for a placemat. So very nicely done. Laminated. Very nice. Very well done. Alright guys, let's get on with this one. I don't want it to be a 20-minute video on this. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So while I get the cap off of this puppy, I will tell you, food pairings, it says here, is general is dessert. Well, come on there. Dessert, meat is poultry and game. Nice little hiss there, a little bit of smoke. Glassware to pint. Glass, Becker, non tumbler. Y'all know me guys, this is my favorite glass. This is the Sovereign beer glass. I love this glass. I have a lot of people that have purchased this glass since I started using it, and everybody loves it. It is expensive glass, guys. I will tell you straight up, this is a $35 glass. But it is very thick walled. It's not like a lot of the glasses you get. It's so thin, if you look at it wrong, it cracks. This one will last you a lifetime if you take care of it. About a half a finger of head on this, and it says not recommended for extended cellaring, being a 6.1% winter warmer. Hopefully they'll do a bigger version of this, an imperial version maybe. Winter warmer, I like my winter warmers 8, 9, 10%. Something you know if you're drinking something on a cold night, it's going to warm you up just a little bit. Like a shot of bourbon or something. So, very good looking beer. Over into the light, it's very clear. It looks like a filtered beer, of course. And it is a nice red ruby color, mahogany color. Let's get a nose to it. Caramel malts, hints of cinnamon, little bit of vanilla, nutmeg, and a lot of them. Once you get to October, the Oktoberfest beers and the pumpkin beers and some of the winter beers have that cinnamony, nutmeggy, pumpkin pie-ish thing going on there. I don't know why that is. It's just the way it is. So, holiday seasons, I guess. Once you get toward Thanksgiving, Halloween all the way through past the first of the year, you're going to get those spices in a lot of different beers. Oktoberfest, pumpkin, winter warmers. It smells very good. And before I take my lips to it, I will tell you that they have started using a bright blue writing like Weyerbacher does on their beers. And it says, packaged on PKG on 010317. Very, very easy to read here, guys. And it's packaged on, bottled on date. Not an enjoy by crap or best by crap. That's what you want to see there. And it's got the ABV written right on here. I would like to see the IBUs, but it's not critical for this style of beer. Now, if it's an IPA, I wouldn't be fussing if it didn't have it on there. But winter warmer, even though it's a 6.1, you can have several of these and not be too inebriated. But I do like them using that same bright blue writing that Weyerbacher uses on there. So, big thumbs up to the guys up there at Starr Hill. I might take a motorcycle ride this summer. I might have to go back up there and visit those guys up there. Wonderful smelling beer. This was just as a brand new beer. It was just put in this bottle. Today is the 11th of January. So this beer is 10 days old. No, it ain't not that old. It was done on the 3rd, and today's the 11th. It don't get no fresher than that. Of course, it's come straight from the brewery. I don't know when it will show up in the shelves here at the grocery stores here, or the craft beer stores as far as that goes, because it has to go to the distributors, and then after they let it sit on the floor for a month or 2 or 3 like they do around here, you might finally see it in the stores in March or April. By the time you want to do some spring stuff and more hoppy stuff, they'll end up putting this up. And it's not the brewery's fault. It's the damn distributors. They're the ones that let this shit sit around this long. So, tired of talking? It's time to start sipping. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Jack. Thank you, sir. That's very, very tasty. To be this fresh. Done on the 3rd, drinking it on the 11th. I just got this beer mail package yesterday on the 10th. So, wonderful notes of cinnamon, hints of vanilla, nice caramel malt. Slight hints of some cocoa and vanilla in there, just like what the card said here. I'm getting every bit of this they have in their commercial description on the nose and the taste. No alcohol taste whatsoever. Very nice lacing is left on the glass. Very tasty beer. It is very, very tasty beer. I just like to see it have just a little more bang for the buck, more alcohol. Yeah, 8-9%. Yeah, something to let you know you're drinking a winter warmer. Something that's going to warm you up. And this is probably going to be packaged in a 6-pack, being a 6.1% ABV beer. So you can have several of these and not be too faced. I ain't gonna say it. And enjoy your beer. And it's got a great taste, especially this fresh. Blows me away. Very nice. Well, I'm gonna sip on this right out of the fridge and take it back and let her have a couple sips, and we'll come back and see where she ends up. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. To me, it's a little heavy on the cinnamon and the nutmeg. And on top of that, like I said a little while ago, I like my winter warmers with just a little bit more ABV than this, 8-9%. Something that'll warm you up inside a little bit. A good first attempt as far as I'm concerned. It is a very tasty beer, but to me, like I said, with all the pumpkin beers and all the pumpkin pie spice beers that I've been having recently, kind of a little burnout on the nutmeg cinnamon ordeal. And then, like I said, didn't you used to have so much cinnamon and nutmeg in all these fall winter beers? And now they're kicking it up to almost like from end of September till January, February, and everybody's wanting to do cinnamon and nutmeg in the beers. But it is a decent first representation. I personally think it still needs a little work. I think the cinnamon and nutmeg's a little heavy, and like I told you, I'd like to see an imperial version of this, something in the 8-9% range instead of a 6.1. But then it would go into a 4-pack instead of a 6-pack because it's a lot bigger beer and more expensive to make to have that much ABV in it. So, but anyway, final chug on this one. Tasty, a little on the thin side. Of course, it's only 6.1%. For a winter warmer, I want something with a little more alcohol than 6.1%. Because I'm not going to sit down and drink a whole 6-pack of them. I don't do that. About an 8-9% would be a good one to try, in my humble opinion, to the guys up there at Starr. And like I said, they are doing some bigger beers now, and need to revisit some of those bigger beers that they're doing. So, very nice. To me, guys, I'm going to give this the 7 B+. I am very impressed with them putting that bright blue packaged on date right on the side of the bottle, which is very, very easy to read. So, big thumbs up to those guys for that. So, Jack, thanks again, my brother, for sending it to me. We've got one more. He sent me 2. We're going to probably might do that one tomorrow. We'll run over to Beer Advocate, and like I said, Beer Advocate is brand new beer, no scores. Nobody's even reviewed it yet. 0, none. So, great beer, like I think I told you earlier. We've got one guy, and he says he's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but 12-ounce bottle from Whole Foods in Charlottesville. So, Crozet is just a short distance away from Charlottesville, Virginia. And like I said, I don't know how big a distribution area the Starr Hill does. I know they do come to Roanoke. So I don't know how far, if they go out of state, or how far their circle of distribution is. So this may not be available in your area. Like I said, I don't know how far out they go. But anyway, only one person there. And for our final check-in, we're up to Untappd. Untappd has it at 3.66, which is in the B range. So I do think it's a decent beer. It's a B beer to me though, guys. A little burnout on the cinnamon and nutmeg, a little overpowering for this beer for the 6.1%. Now, if they boost it up to about 8 or 9, it might have the right amount of cinnamon in there, so I'm not sure. So, I do appreciate him sending it to me. So, Jack, thanks a bunch, my brother, and tell everybody there at Starr Hill I appreciate it, and cheers to everybody there. Try to make a motorcycle trip up there this summer and revisit you guys, since it's been many years since I've been up there. Need to be a nice motorcycle ride. It was the last time. So, if you had this by chance from Starr Hill, if you can get it, they're warm up winter warmer. Let me know what you think, guys, and come on back tomorrow. Let's dig something out of the fridge. See you then.